For more than 30 years, I've been documenting humanity around the world in more than 150 countries on 6 continents. And what's interesting to me is really navigating the emotional landscape of people and the environment that they live in. I want to drive awareness toward modern-day slavery, toward indigenous wisdom, and most importantly, toward unity, because really in our differences we're one. As a child, I remember sitting at the foot of my mom's bookcases, and I would pull out these big anthropology books. I remember marveling at the faces in those books, so covered with mud and feather that they resembled the earth itself. And I guess from my childlike perspective, I thought they were totally unshakable. It's hard to put into words really what those books meant to me. They changed my life, really. I remember as a kid walking out into the middle of the street and declaring that when I was old enough, I'd go out into that big world and I'd find those people and I would learn from them what they had so that I could bring that sense of solidity in my own life, you know? And that's my work is deeply meaningful to me. The people that I photograph, they're not in any way my subjects, they're really my mentors. I can't tell you how much I've learned about my life from their example of living. I've had the wonderful honor of being invited into intimate monasteries where I really quietly work around monks or nuns in their intimate settings when they're in their sense of practice or meditation. I've been welcomed by tribes in the Amazon where I was dropped off by a small little plane on a strip of open jungle and picked up a week later. These tribes brought me to sacred places where I had the honor of photographing them. I mean, it was so beautiful. And I witnessed their reverence toward their environment, that every plant, every element is like a child to them. From all these different perspectives that I've seen in the world, I have learned that there's, just so many ways to be alive, and that there is such an abundance, really, of possibility in the world. I have great respect for my little life I've created as an artist. It's been like this passionate, heartfelt, and rugged journey to arrive to where I am now. The energy put into planning them is time-consuming and enormously involved. People and areas have to be researched, visas and permits have to be secured. I have to find translators, very specifically people that are aligned with my mission and have a deep sensitivity level because my work is so based on trust. I have to find them and interview them and secure them. And then once I actually land somewhere after a 12 or a 24-hour flight, then I have to travel more, whether by air, land, or sea. I have to arrive to a determined community where I'm going to work. And I want to meet with that community and share what my mission is and figure out how are we going to work together. All of that occurs before I even pull out my camera. From each journey, only a select amount of images are actually brought out to the public. Each collectible work is part of an edition that has a finite amount of prints, so that the price is not determined only by the size, but also by how many are left in the edition. The idea being that the less that are available to the public, the more valuable it becomes. We print each of the artworks in my studio where we use a state-of-the-art printer and museum-quality papers that are so beautiful. During the printing process, I examine each one, I sign and number them, and include a certificate of authenticity. My greatest obstacle really is that I'm a perfectionist, and being meticulous about my craft is just obsessive to me. But I guess because of that, the artworks are the absolute most outstanding that I can drive myself to make. And for that reason, despite how long the process takes, I'm deeply proud of each of those images. It's really my hope that a person that stands before my work has a visceral experience and is really inspired by the wonder of our beautiful world.